Hamas terrorists dragging Israelis out of their home and killed many civilians.
Omer Shem Tov was one of those festival goers.
My son is in the hands of terrorists.
The 33-year-old man took part in the Hamas attack on Israel, then traveled to the U.S. on a fraudulent visa.
2 members of the West Virginia National Guard were shot this afternoon.
Came in through Biden's Operation Allies welcome.
You can have a president who throws radical Islamic terrorists the hell out of our country.
If all of the hostages aren't returned, let hell break out.
We ended the war in Gaza and we secured the release of all of the remaining hostages.
For the first time in 2 years, Hamas holds no living hostages.
Today, the emotions pouring out. After 738 days, 20 Israelis are finally back home.
I look forward to having the hostages come home to their parents.
The only operation and entity to blame is the leadership of Hamas, not the Israeli government, for fighting this defensive war after they were invaded.
We've been sent by God to release them.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Omer Shem Tov, free after 505 days in Hamas captivity.
Thank you, Terenice. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Wow. Thank you, Turning Point USA, for inviting me to speak today. It is an incredible honor to be here. My name is Omer Shem Tov, and today I stand before you as a free man. But not long ago, I was a hostage in Gaza. On October 7, 2023, I was at a music festival in Israel. One moment, I was dancing with my friends, and the next, I was at the back of a pickup truck being dragged into Gaza. I spent 505 days underground in terror tunnels. There was no fresh air, no sunlight, no sense of time. Just darkness, pitch black, 24 hours a day. I couldn't see my hand in front of my face. At one point, I thought that I have gone blind. The hunger was constant. I was weak, dehydrated, and starving. Many days, all I had was a single cracker and few drops of salty water. But the hardest part was the loneliness. Some hostages were held together. I wasn't. For more than a year, I did not see another hostage. No voices, no faces, no human connection. Just silence, darkness, and fear. I had to find a reason to live. Before my captivity, I had never really spoken to God before. But alone in that darkness, I began to pray. Every day, I spoke to Him. I whispered, God, how are you? How was your day? Are you okay? And in that darkness, I felt His presence. I thanked him for everything. I thanked him for everything. For the food, even though there was almost none. For the water, even when it was salty. For my life, even though it was in danger every single day. About 100 days into my captivity, the IDF fought just above me. And when they moved on, they left behind books. My captors brought them to me. And inside, I found a small card with Psalm 20. A card I somehow managed to hold on to. And I memorized it. Some trust in chariots and some in horses. But we will trust in the name of the Lord our God. I didn't know it then, but while I was whispering those words in Gaza, my mother was reciting the same psalm in my bedroom in Israel, praying for my return. The psalm continues, Lord, answer us when we call. God answered us. In those tunnels, I found God, and He saved me. What I experienced is not just my story. It is a part of a much larger fight. We have seen these same radical terrorists commit violence in Israel, in Europe, not long ago, just last week in Australia, and even here at the United States, including the attack in Washington, D.C., where 2 National Guardsmen were shot. This is the evil we're fighting. This is not a distant conflict. These are terrorists who attack freedom wherever freedom is undefended. And that is why Turning Point matters. Because you see the truth, and you stand for freedom. Charlie Kirk, of blessed memory, once said, Israel is a civilized country. Hamas are savage animals. Take it from someone who spent 505 days as their hostage. He was right. They are savage animals. I can tell you something else about the terrorists who held me captive. There was one man they feared the most. President Donald Trump. When he was elected, the way they treated me changed completely. They were terrified of him. And I want to state this clearly so the whole world hears it now. On behalf of the hostages, our families, and our nation, thank you, President Donald Trump, for our freedom. He fought for us. He brought us home. When he met us at the White House, he promised to bring home the remaining hostages, living and dead, in one deal. And he kept that promise. I told him he was sent by God. And I thank him. And I also thank you. Thank you to everyone who prayed for us, who stood for truth, because this fight is between good and evil. A fight against terrorists who turn hospitals into torture chambers, schools into military bases, who murder young people at a music festival, who kill Jews because they're Jewish, and Christians because they're Christians. This evil is spreading, but when I stand here with you today, I feel strong. Because we're united, we are free, and together we will defeat evil. And to those of you in this room, I know you too have faced difficult moments. And you chose how to respond. You chose action over apathy, faith over fear, strength over surrender. That is the story of Charlie. That is the story of Turning Point, and it is my story too. So I stand here not as a victim, but as a witness. A witness to what faith can build, to what resilience can sustain, to what happens when a person and a nation refuses to surrender. Thank you, Turning Point USA, for standing with me. Thank you for standing with freedom. And you should know this: Israel will always stand with you. Thank you.